All right then.
Yeah.
Welcome back to yet another episode of ABC. I don't even know what episode we're on at this point. There have been a number.
34.
34
Jesus.
episodes that nobody has watched.
Oh, so we're on 35. I was off by one.
Okay. 35. An even better number of episodes that people are not watching us talk about anime.
Well, it'll only be 34 because it's only 34 episodes out. This is the 35th. There aren't 35 episodes that you can't watch because they're not 35 episodes.
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. I'm Nick.
God damn it, Alex. He's Alex. I'm Brandon.
The silent one. He's here. We promise.
Yep.
God, whatever. Oh, and
Because
then
it's usually like Brandon, then me and Nick or something.
I don't think there really is like a pattern.
At least not to the intros.
Like I thought we were just gonna go in top bottom order in terms of how we are listed on the Discord list. Discord
Oh,
chat.
I don't know about that.
Oh no.
I mean that's what I was thinking, but I don't think anyone caught on.
No, I was not with you on that.
Well, there wasn't much to go off on. Just I thought we'd do
Undoubtedly,
it.
an hour and a half from now, when we do the outro, you will start it because you always start the outro. Because I always complain that we do an intro and an outro in which we introduce ourselves.
All right, so then we don't need to do an outro. We already introduce ourselves. We just need to say this episode's done, and then keep it going for another 10 episodes or 10 minutes. Fuck. Units of time. How do they work?
Units of time. What are they? Do they know things? Let's find out.
Have you been watching BoJack?
Nope.
Oh,
I make
yeah.
that reference because I think one of you told it to me, and I liked it so much that I make that reference constantly.
It was
maybe
probably
Alex.
Brandon.
And people are like, "Oh, do you watch BoJack Horseman?" I'm like, "Not even sort of. Have not seen an episode."
I don't think that was me. I'm pretty sure it was you, Alex.
It was
No.
it was somebody. It was while we were playing Borderlands. Because I think you guys were talking
You know what?
about one of the
It was
episodes.
probably Jeffrey.
Probably Jeff.
It may have been Jeffrey. Because it was while we were playing OG Borderlands, like all four of us, and you guys were talking about it, and I wasn't saying anything, but I was just listening to the conversation, and I liked the I forget what the original reference was in BoJack.
It was
You
a
know.
game show.
Yeah.
What is this? What do they know? Let's find out.
Yeah, it's just a game show. That's literally the game show's name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you
I
know
just liked
things? Let's
that.
find out.
I just liked that like combination of sentences so much that I use it all the time now.
Okay, I can fuck with that.
So what are we talking about today? So
Let's
Grand
go
Blue
alphabetical
episode
order.
11. Grand
Yeah.
Blue episode 11, Banana Fish episode 12.
And then Sasuke Kunotenshi episode 12 as well.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, let's alphabetical order. Let's go with Banana Fish first.
All right.
So my man, not AG, the other one, Ash, is fighting. Well, not really fighting. He's just killing a bunch of people.
Yeah.
He's fucking taking names. He has started.
He is not taking names. From what we saw at the end of last episode, and from the very small amount we saw in this episode, this dude is just straight out execution style murdering people. Like there are no names being taken.
Either
Oh.
with us or against us.
This is just cold blooded.
Wait,
Like,
no, it's not even with us or against us. He just kills them.
oh yeah. It's like I don't give a fuck if you surrender. You're dead.
Yeah, like
You
at
dead
this
men
point,
walking.
he's wronged them, or they have wronged him. So now they're just dead.
Ring the
Although-
bell.
yeah.
Ding ding.
So yeah, he's going through and basically shooting killing everyone. We first find this out when Arthur's like, "Oh no, they killed my Wookiee."
That was quite the intro.
What? Wookiee's dead? Not Wookiee.
I saw that. I'm like, am I on the right episode?
Wookiee.
I was very confused when they started out and they were like, Wookiee's down. I'm like, did I miss an episode? Did a whole bunch of shit happen I didn't see? I was
Yeah.
very confused.
He's just often killing people. He's mostly he himself is killing, I believe, the leaders, and then he's having his his other little gang members kill off the rest after they've surrendered.
Yes. Well, they killed off the rest of those one guys when they surrendered. The other guys may
Yes.
not have.
Yes, who knows? Maybe not. So this starts Arthur off on his quest for revenge against revenge. Revenge. It's a cycle. Who now he wants to actually kill Ash. And one of the main things that happens this episode is that they come up with a plan to, what I assume is they're going to be knife fighting each other and at some pier around, a group of multicultural members of their gang as, they root on for their team members. Much like the wonderful the wonderful music video, Beat It by Michael Jackson. If we don't
make it
hear that
sound
song...
like this is such a fucking, like... You make it sound like this is the cultural festival. They're going to be surrounded by their multicultural friend group who are going to cheer them on as they engage in fisticuffs.
No, they're gonna fucking stab each other. They're gonna tie each other. They're gonna tie their right hands up.
They're going to tie each other down. What kind of kinky shit is this?
They're gonna tie their right hands to each other, and then just like try to shank each other. Shank a motherfucker. Just like they did and Beat It.
It'll be video recorded, and someone will post it or shout "World Star."
Damn it, I was going to make the World Star joke.
Oh!
As soon as you were like, somebody's going to record this, I was like, as soon
World
as I was
Star,
done with this, I'm
World
going to go, World
World
Star!
Star!
I was waiting to yell it, and you had to make the joke first. Damn you, Alex.
Gotta be quick on the trigger there.
Got there before me. I want to talk over him to get the joke in, so I was willing to wait it out, and I was hoping I was going to get to make it. Got there first.
So that's the A story. That is the main plot of, Ash's quest for revenge. And the B story is Ash and AG slowly becoming closer and closer as the time for AG to go home nears because Ash bought him tickets to fucking leave because AG's fucking useless and I don't want him in the show anymore.
Does AG even know that he's going away?
No, that's actually what they mentioned this twice. I think one around the beginning and once in the end.
They never bothered telling him.
No, it's that they don't want to tell him. eBay knows.
Oh, okay.
But Ash refuses to tell AG because, as Ash put it, he'll hate me by then. In his edgy, McEdgy voice.
Right.
And then towards the end, he says it again, that he actually never told AG that he's going home at this point in the next day. So in the next episode, he should be going home. He's not going to, but,
No.
No.
Because they made, like... their conversation they had when Ash was talking to AG when they were looking at the photos that he was taking, they make some like weird reference about AG says like, I know that you're keeping me inside to keep me safe for now or something like that. And I was like, does AG know? Like, does he know that he has to leave soon?
I said for now just means until whatever's happening blows over and he doesn't know when.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows about him going back home or about the plans for him to go back home.
To go back to Japan.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And they have a little. They get kind of drunk. They have a little one-on-one. AG does his best. You never come home on time.
Yeah.
Spat with Ash, who then leaves to go to the library to read up on whatever he wants to read up on.
Right. They have their "we're a married couple" fight.
Yes.
We find out that AG is a modern housewife in a man's body. Because he gossips with the other housewives in the supermarket.
At this point, I really hope it's like a commentary on like badly written female characters. Like, I want it to be. I want it to be more of that, because that's the only way I accept him being so fucking useless.
How would they complete the "it's a joke" on badly written female characters for you? And if it was that,
if he shows up in a refrigerator.
If he shows up in a refrigerator.
Yes.
Okay.
If they refrigerate his ass.
Very specific thing you're looking for here.
It's the woman in the refrigerator trope.
Is that a trope?
Yes, that's a trope.
How is that a trope?
I believe it happened in Green Lantern comics. That was like the first the woman in the refrigerator when it happens.
God damn it, Jeff! The one time you should be here.
Yeah, like, it's an actual trope, which means where the love interest of a male character dies, and that's his main motivation throughout the story, is to get revenge because someone killed their love interest.
Oh,
mostly always female. That's why
stuffed
they're female.
into the fridge.
Yep. That was like one of the more, I guess, bizarre like ways that they showed this trope. But it's basically any woman who dies during a story.
Okay.
And only serves, as a plot point instead of an actual character.
Okay.
But I'll give AG this, that he did the cool pole vault over the wall and help his friends out. He did that at least. That was like the coolest moment. And that's why I was really hoping he'd actually be kind of useful and interesting. But then
Right.
after that, he like never does anything. He just kind of gets dragged around. So
Very true.
yeah, he's still kind of being dragged around. At least he's taking pictures, so he's not that
Yeah.
useless. But I mean, they could literally have like a timer on it to take a picture every minute, and it would have been probably more accurate than him. But
Yeah, but then
Oh.
somebody has to sit down and analyze every single picture.
just make a fucking computer do it.
For what? Look for a vaguely humanoid shape.
There's a bunch of like actual already like open source projects that will let you do that. Like, pick out the fucking pictures that have people in it or a black car. And,
Yeah, but then you have to sort for. Okay, look at every single picture with the person in it. Now try and decide which ones went to the office, rather than just have somebody sit at the window and say, "Oh, somebody just went into the office," and when they come out, take a picture of them. I mean,
now
how
he's
many
just
people
doing
do
a
you think
computer
walked
job.
by that building? Because clearly that's a picture of a road with a sidewalk next to it. If they
And you
just took a
just tell the
picture of
computer
every
to ignore
person.
the road. Anyways, basically he's just fucking useless. I don't like him. I still don't like him. I want to. I really do. But also Skip. That was my other boy. They killed Skip and they killed Shorter.
Your OG boy,
My
Skip.
OG Skip. They killed him in the first fucking episode. Wait, second episode?
It was like the first or second. I want to say it
Yeah.
was
I think
the
it was
first.
second.
They killed him off fast, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, fucking rest in peace, Skip, dude.
Rip Skip.
Oh well. But yeah, at the end of here, we have Ash kind of walking away as all of his friends are fucking pissed drunk and knocked out as he's going to his knife fight with Arthur, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
We also have in this episode, Ash goes to taunt Dino before Dino gets on his plane to go to
And
wherever.
Dino's flustered.
Yeah, Dino is not happy with the taunting.
Dino's feeling it, and not the way he usually wants it.
Yeah. He is specifically not feeling it, it being the feel of Ash's throat as he chokes life out of him. And we also have new Chinese guy as he hangs out with other,
Other
YL.
Chinese guy.
other Chinese.
That's Shing and YL. God, get it right.
His name is Xing.
I'm pretty sure his name's Shing.
Okay. I'm going to continue to call him Kunai with chain.
That's completely fine. Call him KNC. YL and KNC. Best friends for life.
Well, it's KWC because it's Kunai with chain, not Kunai and chain.
You're right.
So KWC and YL are
Yeah.
fucking chilling out and broing down in YL's room.
By the way, I actually like that Kunai with Chain understands that Ash wouldn't have killed his friend for no reason. Like, he's already put it together. Like, he's now, instead of like just wanting to kill Ash, he wants to actually confront him to figure out what actually happened. I'm really glad that that occurred.
Right.
I'm okay with those developments.
He understands that there is a backstory to
Yeah,
why this happened. that he
he's
wants
able
figure
to
out.
put two and two together and be like, yo, let's think logically about this. I'm not going to kill him just yet. I need to ask him what's going on.
Yeah.
And boom. And then fucking YL's not telling him because...
Well, Weil did say, I don't know why Weil isn't telling him more, but he did say that Ash didn't kill Shorter, he released him,
yes.
which is also a very apt way of putting it.
I mean, that's a pretty good word to fucking use.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Shorter was definitely fucking...
He was not in a good place. He was actually in the bad place.
He was in the bad place.
No, he was in the sucking place.
He was having a bad trip.
No, he was just in the sucking place.
He was having a bad trip that would last for the rest of his life, so
Yeah.
Whatever.
death was the sweet release right there.
Yep. So, after that's done, I believe a big brother Chinese guy went over to his room to do terrible things to his younger brother who looks like a girl. Because that entire family is kind of fucked up for whatever reason.
Ugh.
Yeah. Now you know why he was like brushing his hair. I really hope that didn't happen.
I really hope you're wrong.
I really hope I'm wrong too.
It's a
But-
little bit too grisly.
Unlike this next show, Sasuke no Tenchi, where I wasn't wrong, or some of my stuff wasn't wrong. Because I
You
guess
were not wrong, I will
Yeah.
say that.
one, her parents aren't, or I assume it's her parents. I don't know if they're actually her bodies, but, well, we're shifting focus now to Sasuke no Tenchi, wherein we finally get to floor B1, and well, we finally explore floor B1. We were in it last episode at the end. But one of the first things that we see is the stitched up bodies, what I assume are actual like corpse bodies. I don't know, of what I can only assume is fucking Gardner's parents.
Right. Well, maybe. I don't know. Based on what we found out later about the conditions of their death, I don't know if that was their bodies.
Regardless, it's a thing for her parents. It's what's the word I'm looking for?
A simulacra or a mannequin?
Not a mannequin or simulacra. There's like an actual word, like
A stand-in?
I guess a stand-in. There's another like fancy word I wanted to use, but I don't fucking know it.
All right.
An effigy. Boom. Words.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure.
No, like you could use that way. It's just like, sure.
Yeah, it's an effigy. You mostly, burn effigies. That's how the saying goes. But anyways, effigy for parents, which are stitched up, I guess, to allude that she may have had something to do with their deaths, or that we don't really. Towards the end of the episode, we kind of figure out some more. But anyways, they're stitched up. I forgot what happens. Oh yeah, she looks at the book. I think it's a Bible, and she gets knocked out. Fucking what's his face? Zach goes out of the room to explore and try to find some stuff out. Because Danny fucking comes back again. God, I just want to be done with Danny. And he's
this is what I was talking about when you were like, I was right about some stuff. Last episode, I was like, Danny's gone and let him be gone, and you were the person who was saying he's gonna come back, and I was insistent that he wasn't. I am so upset that you were right, because fucking as soon as Zach leaves, fucking Danny darts out around the corner that he was fucking crouched behind and runs in the room and locks the door like an asshole.
Yeah.
Yep.
I hate Danny so much.
Like the fucking royal douchebag that he is. And then he just fucking creeps it all over.
Oh, God. Yeah.
He just hangs out there with his creepy face and his creepy tongue and fucking just is creepy all the damn time.
And, with an unconscious girl in the room. Oh, God. I hate Danny.
And then she wakes up so that he can fucking do his best impression of the goddamn Kraken from fucking Highlander. Top of the morning to you lassies. Fucking Danny is so weird.
Anyways, this is the part in the video game where Danny gives you a quest, because I swear, like this really makes it obvious that this was from a game. Danny's like, oh, go figure out everything about her, and fucking Zach's like, but where? Just explore the room, and I'll open the door once you figure it out. Bye. And I was just like, oh my God, it's so fucking dumb. I don't know how. I say it's dumb, but I actually don't know another way of like adapting it. Like this is probably the best way to do it. I can't think of anything. I can't think of another way to not make it seem so gamey. Not that it's bad. It's just it feels off.
Right.
It kind of feels it's like a forced plot point. It doesn't really happen naturally.
I mean,
yeah. Go ahead.
There's no way around it. It doesn't feel natural. Because it doesn't look like a game. Like, in the context of a game, you would accept that this is just the way it is because this is the way that all games are. They have weird, stupid plot points like this. But, like, because it's adapted as an anime where you're used to it having... Or you're used to a lot of other animes having, like, flowing story that makes sense and don't feel, like, very jarring like this. Having something like that where it's like, just go explore this house and figure out what happened and then I'll open this door. It's like, it just kind of feels weird.
Yeah, although that's much better than just having Danny explain everything.
Right.
Yeah, at least we get some sort of ambiance around the thing, around the
and we the audience get to see stuff, which is nice. We actually get to go around the house with Zach, who doesn't know anything, and is like, "What the fuck is this?"
Let me just put my hand into the fucking piranha tank. Like we would have seen the piranhas. Like it's fucking stupid.
Okay, yeah, that was annoying.
Yeah. I don't blame Zach for that, because we clearly could not see any fucking piranhas. He puts his hand there.
It was a clear bathtub full of water, and he's like, let me just get this key, magic piranha attack.
He was like, oh, where the fuck the piranhas come from? Mm-hmm.
Why are they angry? It's not like piranhas are just like, thing, let's bite it.
Well, he is bleeding, so, I'm okay with that.
Okay, I didn't think of the fact that he may have blood on the hand. I forgot about that.
So
he wasn't actively bleeding, which is what threw me off. Because usually I'm used to it, like, you would stick your hand in the water, would get, like, slightly pink, and then the piranhas would come.
Yeah.
But, okay. I'm willing to believe he had some blood on his hand or something. Okay.
So, yeah, it's not too bizarre, but, fuck the animators for not putting the piranhas in there. or whoever. He starts walking around. He finally gets the key, which was in the piranha tank.
Yeah.
Does he use the key for anything? I think he uses the key to the door, which has the pitfall. As he's walking to this door, there's the pitfall.
Yeah.
He almost falls in, but he uses scythe to kind of stay out. Along comes fucking weird priest dude to pull him up, and they have like their conversation about. Well, they don't have a conversation. We get exposition about how the kind of tower was somewhat started, where he chose angels because they could kill.
Oh yeah, the fucking priest goes on his like, I am the god and I have selected you, and Zach the whole time it's just like, what's happening? Who
Zach's
are
just
you?
Like, stop! Just let me open the door.
Leave me alone, weird guy.
Hey, it's like, stop being creepy. Just go away. Because he doesn't do anything. He's just like, here, I'm here to explain things. I'm not gonna do anything. But exposition, it's needed.
So far, that's been the priest's entire existence. I'm not going to do anything, but I'll explain some stuff.
Well, he does proctor the test, which I do feel is something. So there's
but
that.
Then nothing happens at the end of the test. We get to the end of it, and it's like, oh, Rachel overcame her hallucination. Am I going to have to kill you? And he's just like, no, I'll leave. You can go.
I think the test is to test whether or not she can become an angel for the tower.
You think?
Yeah, that's why he was so why he was wondering if you could kill without thinking. That's why which is weird because he was mad, right?
Yeah.
Which you'd think he'd be happy, like, oh shit, she's killing like a fucking sociopath.
Right.
Fucking, I'm adding an extra floor to this fucking tower. But he's like
all of my other sociopaths that I've added to this goddamn tower.
So why are they angels and why is she a witch? It's so fucking dumb. I don't get it. Like, if you're gonna have exposition, at least make that clear. Because now I'm just confused.
Okay, although this is the one point in contention to it.
Okay.
We never exactly saw anybody else in the tower when they didn't have impetus to kill. Like they were given explicit permission, kill these people. Like Zach shows up on Danny's floor and Danny is like, I don't care about you, until Zach attacks him, at which point there's an announcement that's like, Zach broke the rules, everybody can kill Zach. And everybody was always allowed to kill Rachel because she was the test subject. So we've never seen fucking Eddie or crazy prison bitch when it was just like, oh, we're just hanging out with some friends. We're normal people most of the time. We don't know what they're like normally. Where Rachel we see is she's just fucking out of her mind.
Well, the thing is though, normally they would still have no problems killing people, is the thing. They can have restraint, but in the end, they're still completely okay with just killing Rachel and Zach.
Right. Well, Rachel just is okay with killing from the sounds. That's what he was upset about, is Rachel was just I'm gonna kill everything.
Okay.
The whole thing with these poor gravestones with these people who just want to be rest in peace and all that, and she goes around stomping on hands, which are supposed to represent the people and the poor people in the gravestones, where it's those people weren't murderers probably. We don't know anything about those people, but Rachel's just stamp on all the hand things.
Oh look, I will give her credit for killing I'm gonna give her for killing zombies. Fuck the zombies. They're zombies. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah, and they attacked first.
Yeah.
She went into that prison cell, and the one zombie fucking jumped at her. They attacked first, in my opinion.
I had to retort to that, but I forgot what it was.
Han Solo shot first.
I think it was that they weren't gonna attack her, but they're right. They grab her fucking hand. They're like, "Rrr!" Maybe they're just there to scare her. Anyways,
we're a zombie.
I'm a zombie. Oh well, I guess I gotta kill you now.
Here I go, eating people again.
Wait, no, please don't. This is just a mask. This is a part-time job. I'm gonna get $10 for this.
That would feel the worst if that was they were the prisoners.
They were the prisoners.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but those were the actual actual prisoners. They were real people who were please help us, and she was just oh my god, zombies. Zombies are people.
They're in prison for a reason. Just kill them anyway.
Yeah.
They're all pretty emancipated. There's no coming back from that. They might as well just be zombies. I'm not a sociopath.
These people are all flesh and bones. Therefore, they're basically the equivalent of zombies, and I should be allowed to kill them.
Moving on, we finally have Zach get into the room. I think it's with the key, and after getting past the pitfall, and like the fucking 5 to 10 minute long exposition that the priest had, and he walks into, I guess, a playroom, right? Is the only way I could put it.
I think it's Rachel's bedroom.
It's not Rachel's bedroom because he goes into Rachel's bedroom at the end.
That's a good point.
This is just kind of like...
Then yes, I guess it would be a playroom.
Yeah, but once again, we see a bunch of things stitched together, a lot of stuffed animals.
Yeah.
And he uses deductive reasoning because he's apparently not an idiot. He's like, oh, cool, these letters look like each other. I guess this must be Rachel's name. Because, it's signed on the picture of Rachel. Boom. I like a character like that. He can't read, but he's overcome it. What a fucking man.
I was wondering how badly his inability to read was gonna fuck him up.
I mean, he can recognize letters.
Yeah, he can.
I don't know if he can recognize letters so much as he knows that they are letters.
Shapes. Yeah.
And yeah, the one letters looked like the other letters.
I can't wait for him to pick up something that's in cursive.
I mean, I can't even fucking read cursive. That shit's just like,
I will say though, it was cool to see him like look at the picture and look at the thing in his hand and be like, these letters, they look like those other letters. These are those words, what people call Rachel.
Yeah.
But I would also argue that how the fuck did he know that that was her name? There's no way he knew that was a name. He doesn't even know what the fuck letters are or what words are. How the fuck was he supposed to see 2 blocks of things that he didn't recognize and go, oh, that's a name? If you showed me like a fucking line of Japanese on a photo, I'd be like, I have no idea what the fuck that is. That could be somebody's name. That could be fucking the date for all I know.
I think, so to retort to that, I think he just guesses is what he says. Like, I think this is what they call her.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like a guess.
Because I will say, he doesn't even recognize his own name. So it's not even like he knows some words or understands what letters are. Like, he is completely illiterate.
He just knows the shapes. Or not even knows the shapes. He just, like, can match the shapes.
Yeah, he can see the like, yeah, if you gave me 2 lines of Japanese, I could find the symbols that are the same in them. Yeah. I don't understand any of the words, but I could find the same symbols.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I said, if I was holding somebody's name in Japanese and a photo with some words on it in Japanese, that could be somebody in the photo's name. It could also be the day. It could be like happy birthday.
Wait a minute. No, because she held up the sign and she said it was her name in the fucking picture. In the floor.
But would you remember that if somebody an hour ago was like, "This is my name in Japanese," and an hour later you had to fucking see another picture of it and be like, "That was their name"?
Maybe not, but at least it's an explanation. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Maybe that was how he did it, but
because the placard things comes back.
Right.
Anyways, while this is happening, fucking Dan is just jacking off in the corner while he's watching the screen with what's her face, Rachel, because he's a fucking weirdo. I can't put in words how much I fucking hate this character, how annoying he is.
Really? Oh.
He's fucking annoying. Anyways, to show how annoying he is, he's so like engrossed into his own like laughing that Rachel just literally walks out of the room. Like, he's not sneaky about it or anything. She just walks out.
It's true. Yeah. I think she runs out, in fact.
She she gets to the door, opens it, and then just actually not even sprints. She like leisurely walks there. She's like, oh no, I can't let fucking Zach get to I had like a weird southern accent there for a moment. I can't let Zach get to the door. And Zach's just walking to the fucking door, and she's like leisurely walking there. I don't know why they didn't have her sprinting, but anyways, he finally gets to the door and puts the packet on there. And instead of saying anything, Rachel just gives up. She's like 5 feet away from this kid, and she's just like, well, I guess there's nothing I can do. And then just walks back. She fucking walks back.
Yeah, well, she definitely runs there because she gets there like out of breath. And as he's like closing the door, like the door closes and you see her at the end of the hallway, and I'm like, bitch, you could have yelled. You could have yelled anything.
Anything. Like, stop. Don't go in the door. Zach, I'm
Aliens. Here. You could have literally any word you could have yelled out, and he would have been like, what? Rachel?
Whoa. You're out of the door. You're out of the room. Did he touch you? Show me on this doll.
The bad man touch you? Show me on this creepy stitched together doll of a puppy.
Yeah. So anyways, he finally gets into the room. She goes back with Danny to the fucking TV room like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
She's very resigned about what's happening.
Yeah, she really doesn't want things to happen, but she's completely okay with the events that are unfolding.
Well, she's not okay with it. She doesn't want Zach to figure this out, but she's also like not willing to do any like put in any amount of effort to stop it from happening.
That's the better way of putting it. There is like no willpower in her right now for some reason.
I feel like the only like in her mind the acceptable thing would be like if Zach would just go to the elevator and like curl up in a ball and wait for her to come get him. Like that's what she wants at this point. She wants Zach to do nothing.
God damn it. Anyways, Zach starts watching the TV, where it's a newscast about what I assume is, Rachel's parents dying and how at the point where they came to the house, they had been dead for at least a couple of days. That's what I got from it, at least. The bodies weren't fresh.
Yeah.
And they took Rachel into custody, and that's where the news. That's when the audience stops hearing the news. It's still going on. Zach can still hear it, and he kind of has like this gasping face. As Danny's like just fucking orgasming at this point. That's the only way I can put on his face. And Rachel's just like, oh no.
Well, the other revelation that they provide, and the creepiest one, is that the bodies were stitched together.
Yes.
Yep.
Wait, were they actually stitched together?
Were they?
Yes.
Okay.
They were stitched together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So this is some real like serial killery shit that was going on with these the dead gardeners.
My guess is that Rachel blames herself for the death. She didn't actually kill them. She just stitched them together because she wanted them to come back. If I'm right about that again,
that would be impressive.
I'm gonna stop watching the show.
I'm willing to bet that she sewed them together.
Yes, she sewed them together at the very least. I don't know if she actually killed them. I'm gonna guess no.
I'm going to guess it was like murder-suicide. Or it was murder and then Rachel self-defense murder, and then Rachel sews them together.
Oh, that'd be a pretty good one.
Because we already saw the dad doing something. Like I feel like we saw the dad like stabbing the mom in one of the flashbacks earlier. So I'm willing to bet it was murder, self-defense, and then Rachel stitches them together.
Oh yes, we did see a figure stabbing the mother. Which doesn't explain why there's a hanging woman in the opening, by the way.
Right? I'm still annoyed about that. I want to know.
Maybe the husband put her up like that?
Or, like, it's a Romeo and Juliet scenario. They both killed themselves.
They both killed themselves.
Oh, God.
Let's stand here with knives and stab each other until we die.
Yeah. Wait, well, I mean, she hangs herself, and then he kills him? I don't fucking know.
Well, the newscast said they had multiple stab wounds and gunshots.
Oh, yeah, but the thing is, we don't know who had the stab wounds and who had the gunshots.
It's true.
Together.
That's also why I want to think it's murder,
yes,
father with the knife, and then self-defense, Rachel with the Glock.
Yep, with the gat going bat, bat, bat.
Fucking whips out her 9 and just brat, brat, brat.
But yeah, so I don't know if they actually were the same person, but do you guys remember what Zach's parental person was?
No.
That guy?
Stepfather friend?
Maybe. Some dude, the dude that burned him. Were they the same person?
I vaguely remember him. I don't know.
Don't think so.
But it's one of those things where it's like, it may not, like, they may be remembering the same person at different points in his life, which explains why he looks different. Like, because it was Zach when he's a kid, and then it would be Rachel when she's a kid. So, like, obviously some time would pass.
It's Rachel when she's probably, like, within a year of her now.
Okay, well, yeah. But that would be, and so Zach, it's whatever, 10 to 12, 15 years ago. Because who knows how the fuck old Zach is.
We don't know how old he is, though. So, at the most, it might be like 4 years apart, maybe?
4? I'm thinking it's like 10.
Guess. I'm guessing Zach
is like in his 20s.
I'm guessing Zach's like 17.
Yeah. Well.
It's an anime. They can't be older than 18.
That's true. And yeah, since they're not drinking, we have no way of knowing if they're older than 20 or not.
Yeah, that's the only way to know. Are they older than 20? Can they be shown drinking the show? No, They're probably younger then. So yeah, my guess
is... We need to break out the sacrament wine and see who's allowed to take a sip.
But yeah, that's my guess. She I think is confirmed to be 15?
Is she?
I thought it was.
She's definitely in her, like, teens.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought she was 15 or 16. He's at least 17 or 18. Probably 17. Place it now. Place it down now, folks. Put your bets. Put your bets in.
The reason I think he's 20 is because it would help. It would make more sense if Rachel's dad and Zach's stepfather friend were the same person if they were separated by more time.
Possibly. At the same time, we don't know how young he was when that happened, though.
Right.
He's a lot younger than when he was in the foster home, because by that point, he's already been burned. So we don't actually know how old he was in the flashback. So even if he is 17, this still could have been 10 years ago when he's 7.
All right. I mean, but I assume that is Rachel's, like, actual dad. It's not her stepdad.
Maybe. Who knows? Yeah.
Then we start getting into that the weird scenario we talked about last week where Rachel was, like, telling the father to go hurt Zach because God said so.
Maybe. She's confirmed she's the leader of a cult. God told me to tell you to do this. You should do it. I've got charisma plus 10. You have to believe me.
God told me to tell you that you have to sleep with me and then marry me, and then I'm allowed to marry our children. Yay, cults! And they're not creepy.
I get to marry all the women. You don't get to marry any.
Oh, cults. Why do you have to fuck up everything?
They messed up They messed up polygamy. Oh, those fucking assholes.
I know, right? Fucking it up for the rest of us. Harems looked so cool right up until the cults made it weird.
Right up until everyone started drinking juice.
Fuck you. That was one of my favorite jokes in fucking Camp, the first episode of season 2, where fucking Quartermaster takes a drink of the cyanide Kool-Aid. Better Jonestown. Oh my god, I love the Quartermaster. He's so good.
He's pretty fucking great.
The Quartermaster's quarter sister.
Oh god. Quarter cousin. They weren't siblings.
They were quarter siblings.
They were?
That was the joke. That was why that's why she was his quarter sister. Because they were quarter siblings.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
That's also why there are 4 of them, because they're quarter siblings, so there are 4 of them.
Okay. What a wonderful pun. Anyways, I believe next episode more will be revealed. Next episode is 13. That leaves 14, 15, 16. I don't believe everything's going to be revealed next episode. We're going to get a revelation next episode that makes us not like, or makes us think that, what's her face? Rachel's a bad person, and she'd be like, yeah, I am a bad person. Episode 14 is going to be about how she is actually a good person, and whatever revelation was in last episode is false, and the last 2 episodes is going to be them trying to escape, and everyone's going to come back to life.
And everyone's going to come back to life.
It
would be a hell of an ending.
Not come back to life. I mean, like, the prisoner people, the the wardens, are going to come back and try to hunt them down as they escape. If I'm wrong,
the ultimate ending would be we get to the entrance or the exit in this case, and as we cross the line, they all jump out and they're like, "You guys got punked." Ashton Kutcher shows up.
Oh my god.
It was MTV Punked over 16 episodes of Japanese television. The reboot.
He's gonna be green screened into the anime.
I'd be okay with that. The reboot of MTV's Punked.
Right. What a way to start the fucking the reboot. Anyways, I hope I'm wrong once again. From these last couple of predictions, I'm not always 100% right, but I'm usually on the mark.
I just hope Danny fucks off soon.
He's not. He's gonna be there until the end.
I don't want him to be there until the end. I want him to get stabbed again, and in a more permanent way this time.
He's not.
I want him to get, like, face stabbed. And then sewing needled together with his own fucking anus.
Does Rachel still have the knife? I was praying that she just stabbed this motherfucker.
I'm pretty sure she does.
Somebody has the knife. I don't know.
I just want her to stab him.
Either Rachel or Zach has the knife, whichever one will be more plot convenient at whatever point it comes up again.
Yeah, they haven't set up if anyone has a knife or not. I think Rachel gave it back, but I don't know.
because Rachel, the last time we saw it was Rachel used it while she was stitching up Zach, but Zach was also awake.
Yeah.
And she had to get it back from him when she wanted to stitch him up. So I have no idea if she gave it back. I assume she did, because he was really like not happy with having to hand it over for that. But I don't know.
But we do know that she can't shoot anyone because she wasted all the bullets.
Yep. But I mean, she can still threaten somebody with the gun as long as they don't pull the trigger.
Mm.
She's gonna threaten the warden. She's like, "Ha! I counter your bullets. You're out of them." Ha! I had a second clip. Bang! Oh my god! I wanted to have it so bad.
It's like the end of fucking Django. I count 6 shots. I count 2 guns.
God damn it. Let's move on to Grand Blue. Yes.
Okay. That is definitely what it's called. Yes, Grand Blue.
Misunderstandings. The first half.
The
No, actually,
reboot
the entire-
of Gamers.
The entire fucking show. This entire fucking episode was just misunderstandings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they weren't.
It was the reboot of Gamers in one episode.
Well, this wasn't the misunderstanding of relationships, just the misunderstanding of phrases.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's only really misunderstanding of relationship is really only pertinent with Keiki and fucking what she overhears with Iori and what's her face?
Chisa.
I don't know why I forgot her name. Whatever, fucking.
I don't know how you could forget
Right?
forget her name with all of the wonderful kinky shit that they talked about this episode.
Oh man, this episode 100% amazing. Everyone should watch it.
I need you to step on me with all of your strength. Brennan in his room. Oh, too hot. Hot damn.
Oh stop! I can only get so erect.
Somebody needs to call the police and the fireman.
Preferably with handcuffs.
That would be the police lady.
Oh,
At that
yeah.
point.
Anyways, we start off the episode with them trying to rent a car. It does not go very well because the car they rent is super small. It's a small sedan, which only sits 4 people, and only sits 4 normal-sized people, not fucking Titan-looking motherfuckers
Right.
who like will take up half the fucking car.
Seeing the two of them fucking
Actually-
mounted on top of their
yeah.
Prius, it was like they were sitting like front to back. They took up the entire length of the Prius.
I think what's better is when they sit on top of the Prius.
Oh god.
What a way to rent a car. Anyways,
I
finally,
don't know why they fucking all packed into the car too. That was the weirdest part of that. 8 people show up, a Prius rolls up, and 6 of them cram themselves into the Prius to then complain about how small it is.
I mean, you gotta try, right?
I mean, you
You
don't.
gotta. Yes, you do. You gotta fucking do it. If it won't fit,
Alright.
you make it fit. That was in an episode. What was that? Oh,
Well,
that was an
so-
episode of Boruto today.
Okay.
I might talk about it later because it was the stupidest fucking. Anyways, so they got a fucking little. I guess I can only describe it as a little Tonka truck, a movable Tonka truck with an engine.
That is, yeah. It's one of the like classic Japanese I'm moving produce trucks is what I think of
Yeah.
it as.
Yeah.
You always see like farmers with those trucks.
It's like a compact truck. Like goddamn.
Yeah,
I think that thing's smaller than my car. My car's
definitely.
fucking small.
I mean, that thing was approximately the same length as the Prius.
Yeah. So they get a Prius. They get Keiki who can drive stick, and that's apparently a big deal because
Well, the truck came in manual, and I have no idea why more of them don't. I guess it's just, a lot of people don't know how to drive stick anymore.
mostly just a lot of automatics. Why not?
Yeah, true. It's not really a skill that a lot of people pick up anymore.
Yeah. So, anyways, they drive off. There's a small joke when they're on the road where they cover themselves up while they're in the back of the truck because they don't want to be seen. Some other truck driver sees them and they have like their feet sticking out of the tarp, and they make a joke about how they look like dead people on the back of the truck, and that's basically it. The big truck kind of has like a wacky little swerving moment. That was very. I feel like I want to say that's Bugs Bunny, but I don't remember seeing trucks in Bugs Bunny. It was very like cartoony.
It
It's the only
was.
way I can put it.
I would definitely say that, like, with that scene and a couple others, like, this episode definitely knew what it was doing. Like, it was very intentionally hamming up the misunderstandings in this episode.
Yes, I loved it though. They're all pretty fucking funny. Because the main part starts off when they're finally at the location where we're going with the cars, and that's the market. And apparently, a lot of these fish have strange names.
Yeah.
It's not just like the fucking mackerel fish or the horse mackerel fish is one of them, or like bluefin tuna. Instead, they're fucking like an old man, or
some dude's wife.
Oh yeah, Hishimoto's wife, chubby high schooler.
Yeah, chubby high school girl.
Chubby high school girl, yes. So this leads off into a lot of misunderstandings where Keiki is, trying to figure out what the other people are doing. And you see Azusa in her wonderful... I don't know what that was. in her wonderful kind of glistening moment where she's asking to eat an old man in front of an old man.
Yep.
I was having all of it. And Kiki's like, oh my god.
It was turned on the Azusa charm to like 110%.
Yeah.
Fucking, what, 200%? Well, never mind. That 200% comes in later.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So then Kiki's like, oh my god, I was just trying to fuck an old man. And Kohei is just like, yeah, Kohei, right? The blonde-haired kid?
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, you probably didn't hear it right. Fucking go talk to someone else. And she's like, okay. And then she hears Titan number 1, not blonde-haired Titan, black-haired Titan.
Right.
He's like, yo, give me one of those Hishimoto wives. I want her. And the kid's like, oh my god.
I want to get with her.
I want to get with Hishimoto. Get Hishimoto's wife. So, after that misunderstanding, Kohei finally decides to go with her. And that's when they hear...
Titan number 2.
Titan number 2. Blonde Titan. We should really know their names at this point. Anyways,
we should.
Blonde Titan's
we should, but no.
Yo, I want you to give me chubby high schooler.
Chubby high schoolers. Like...
Which, I thought Kohei would have been all about it. But instead, he's the first person that wants to call the police.
Right. Well, again...
Inconsistent character.
I don't know about that, because as we saw in this same episode, Kohei is just all about his 2D waifu.
That's a very good point.
One of the quick jokes they make in showing up to the marketplace is like everybody else is looking at fish, and Kohei is worshipping at the shrine of Lalakotan.
Oh, right.
Because he is all about this one girl. This one anime girl.
But he does mention a bunch of time how he wants a bunch of middle schoolers. That's like the first thing he says.
I don't remember that.
That was like... I want to say he says he said he wanted like maybe a harem of middle schoolers at some point, and that's when he always says, I don't want to fucking be friends with that weirdo. Well, he's completely naked. I feel like that's it. I might be wrong. But
because from everything we've seen, Kohei is definitely not about real girls.
He is about real girls if they also like anime. Remember the mixer?
You're right.
He's all about that girl. He's just ready to go in. Like he fucking turns it up to 11 and just asks her to come to his room.
Right.
So he knows what he wants, and what he wants is a girl who's into anime.
Specifically his anime.
Specifically his anime.
Yeah.
So, Chisa finally clears it up, and he's like, oh, yo, these are just weird fucking fish names. You don't have to worry about it. And the real punchline of this scene is when you're always asking for a poisonous fish. Because he's an awful person, and he wants to poison people. Mostly so he can knock out Keiki and Kohei, because he doesn't want them to know that he's going to fail his license exam. And that moves on to the next, the last half of the scene. The last half. Where he finally tells Chisa, I want you to help me, do the mask thing better.
Mask clearance, first they have to draw lots, and poor Chisa overhears fucking Iori, like, praying to the gods so that he can pair up with Chisa. And, it was, I do not blame her for wanting to carry a knife with her that whole time. Because he was being a fucking creep.
Yeah. He turned up the creep a little bit higher there. I mean, you could have just said that in your fucking... use your inside voice. Don't, blur it out to terrible. Anyways, fucking Yuri's an idiot. They're all fucking idiots.
They're all idiots.
Yeah.
But so, he finally explains to Chisa that he is going to fail unless he learns how to do mask clearance. And she agrees to help him, is ultimately what happens in the background of the joke of continuing the misunderstandings that go on.
Where where Keiki and Kohei both over here, Iori and Chisa beginning to start what they think is to start a romance up, essentially. Are you gonna go out with me? Yeah, sure, I'll do it. And Keiki's like, oh my god, she said she wouldn't do it. My youth is escaping me.
One guy I was interested in that I've made no progress with.
I thought Keiki liked Kohei, though.
I don't understand why you thought this.
That's the first thing she says is she asked Kohei to go out with her.
So she's been about Iori for like episodes now. Like every other episode, it's been all about Iori.
This is true, but she liked Kohei to begin it. Anyways, whatever.
I think you're right on that.
Like at the very least, she did like Kohei in the beginning, but now she likes Iori for.
But then she probably figured out like, yeah, he's only into 2D chicks. Might as well go other dude.
I mean, if we're talking about 2D chicks, he just needs to look at her, and specifically her chest.
Ouch.
Oof.
That was cruel and unusual, Brandon.
It was a cruel and unusual punishment. That's against the Fifth Amendment.
Yes.
Yeah, right? Fifth Amendment?
Isn't that self-incriminating?
No, Fifth Amendment is, well, there's extra stuff in the Fifth Amendment, but one of the things is that you can't, commit someone to I forgot the exact wording, but it's, cruel and unusual punishment. You can't sentence someone to a cruel and unusual punishment. It's very, broad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But anyways, Kohei tries to, clear things up, and he overhears some shit too about how they're gonna go out in the middle of the night. And he's like, "Oh my god." I don't know why he cares about that though. Well, no. So he cares about people furthering in a relationship, but he yeah. Why does he care about it? He's all about the 2D. Because
I don't know if he overhears. Does he care about the fact that he overhears that they're gonna go out at night?
Yes, that's the part where Keiki and Kohei both overhear. I guess I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm misremembering it, because it's usually in the rule of threes. It's first Keiki, second Keiki, and then Keiki and Kohei together.
Because I only remember Kohei showing up by himself so that he can hear about,
Okay.
Wow, Alex just posted part of the Fifth Amendment, and my mind blue screened. He overhears the "I want you to tie me up" thing.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you're right.
So he definitely heard that by himself.
Actually, well, it's either put your leg on my face, or put your foot on my face.
Step on me with all of your strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then tie me up. Or no, it was tie me up and then step on me with all of your strength instead, because that's too dangerous.
Yeah.
So I think they overhear two things separately.
Okay. Yeah, you might be right. Anyways, we go on to the next part where finally Iori and Chisa start to escape into the night and try to go out into the pool where what's her face? Keiki.
Keiki?
Do we actually know her real name? I've been wondering this for a while now, but
I think we do, but they'll just keep calling her Keiki.
Yeah, anyways, Keiki begins to overhear them again. They're talking about how she's very.
I mean, we
wet.
definitely know her name because every time they call her Keiki, she complains.
No. What I mean was like, yes, by the show has told us her real name. We the three of us, we don't know it.
I don't. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I don't. Off the top of my head, no. I know Keiki, and that's all that I care about.
Alex and Nick have been in here with the fact check. It is the 8th Amendment that is the cruel and unusual punishment clause, and the 5th Amendment is about double jeopardy and some other stuff.
Yeah.
Boom.
Self-incrimination, like Alex said, and double jeopardy. And then the 8th Amendment is what we were talking about with cruel and unusual punishment.
Yes, sir. Anyways, yeah, Chisa comes out the line, "I'm so wet," or "I'm gonna get wet." I'm gonna get wet, because she's not in the pool yet.
Yeah.
And then Keiki's like, "Oh, I know where this is going." And she keeps watching them, and then, she sees fucking what's-her-face just stepping on Iori.
Yeah.
And then everything gets explained. So she joins in on the fun. Some dude calls the police, because, apparently, 3 contending adults can't fucking do whatever they want in the back of the pool. Fucking asshole. Fucking kink shaming.
Brennan, if you've learned anything from this episode, it's put up a privacy fence around your pool.
Yeah.
I would assume there's a fence, right? Whatever.
What?
I would have assumed there's a fence there, but I guess
Yeah, because like they're in like private property.
I mean, they are on like I assume like a beachfront property.
Yeah, oh, yeah, there wouldn't be a fence there.
There wouldn't be like a privacy fence in between their house and the beach.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's private property. That motherfucker's like just like, oh, that's something weird going on. Fuck that guy.
I'm gonna cockblock the shit out of this guy.
Well, no, he doesn't.
He's not. But yeah.
Yeah.
A cop comes by after the two girls leave, and
Jesus Christ! When that cop came in, that was like a fucking scene out of JoJo to me.
I mean, I don't know why that would be weird though. Like, he could just say, I am staying here. I am naked in the pool, but this is technically for this day is my house. You can't do anything to me. Like, what the fuck's the cop gonna do? Shoot him?
I mean, it is Japan. I don't know I don't know how trigger happy they are. It's also one of those things where it's like, if I was in my own pool and some cop showed up and was like, we've had some reports about a suspicious individual, I wouldn't want to stand up and be like, yes, officer, I am naked in my own pool. I know that I look like a suspicious individual, but this is my property and you should have to leave now. He would probably want to talk to me for way too long for that to be comfortable, so I would probably try and hide it.
No, see, that's the power move. You do talk to him, but you never put your pants back on.
I don't think that's the power move. You don't power move a guy with a gun, right?
You got a power stance. You got a power stance with your hands on your hips, legs spread out.
First of all, you don't power stance a guy with a gun. Second, you don't power stance a guy with a taser while you're naked.
And wet.
Because he will literally tase your nuts off.
Oh, that would.
Who
Oh,
will pull the
God.
trigger first?
God, there are hooks in that. That would be. Ugh.
Oh, who would pull the trigger first? The implication there abounds.
So, because of this, Iori decides to stay in the pool the entire night because apparently the policeman was there the entire fucking night. So, he becomes sick because Japanese people get sick literally all the time.
Japanese flu.
The Japanese flu. So, thus begins the very last part of the episode wherein Iori is sick and Azusa comes by to help him out. This scene was absolutely awesome in all of its fucking glory.
Yep.
Right. We start out with the home remedy.
Yeah, the home remedy with the leak, where either one, you put it up your bum, because...
One was you wear it around your neck for reasons.
Oh, one, yes.
Yeah.
And then two was, you shove it stem first up your ass.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
You pull the fucking MacGruber,
Nutrients.
the MacGruber distraction technique. Waddle around with a fucking celery stick up your ass.
Yeah. But why is that a thing? How did that become a thing?
The what?
The leak up the ass, does it like take... whatever, I don't care. Fucking home remedy is weird. We have to look up the history of the leak up your ass.
Apparently, it's a very famous remedy from Iori saying.
Yeah, it's a classic home remedy. Let's see. Japanese home remedies.
I'm just gonna look up leak up your ass. Oh, I see a Crunchyroll thread.
Why am I not surprised?
It's medicinal.
This is a WordPress blog called Hafu.
That sounds like a derogatory term for a foreigner who like is half Japanese.
It does.
What?
Hafu.
Okay, so it's not a remedy. Apparently it's a prank where you just shove a leak up someone's ass.
Solid prank.
Solid.
That's when you just give a guy a slap and you go in too deep.
It's like the frat house, like, drawing dicks all over somebody's body. Japan takes it one step too far and sodomize each other with leaks.
I guess so. The ass shove.
The what?
The ass shove, part of TV tropes.
Alright, I don't think I wanna know.
Well, anyway, yeah, leak up your ass. Apparently, it's a thing.
more of a prank thing than a cure for the cold thing.
I
but
guess
it's
so.
a thing.
So anyways, they begin to start talking a little bit, and they start getting into deep conversation about sexuality and.
Before we go much further into this, I do have to comment. What the fuck is with Japan and their fucking fetish for ass fingering?
Oh, it's just a game.
Because you've got like the bum poking game they play, and now the leak sticking up your ass game. What the fuck is with Japan and their weird bum fetish?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You know, sexual assault. Hey, it's okay if it's a prank.
It's weird.
It's
like,
okay when you're kids.
I think it's worse. Whatever.
It's just locker room games.
Just locker room talk. I don't fucking get it. Who knows? It's one of those things. I'm pretty sure there's like a weird game we play with, where they're like, oh, that's kind of weird.
Like, yeah, I was gonna say, like, once a guy's in, like, taking a piss on a urinal, you hit him with your knees in the back of his, and he falls down and all that.
What? That's a thing?
That's the thing.
That is a thing. I've heard of this. Specifically, what was making me chuckle was when you're like, there's some weird games that we play that are like, you know, weird and sexually assaulty. I immediately thought of sword fighting. And I'm like, I wonder how well that translates to other cultures. Do you think this is the Japanese equivalent of sword fighting?
No, I'm pretty sure every culture has like a version of sword fighting.
It's not sexual. I just want to touch your penis with my penis.
And
There's nothing sexual about it.
No.
They're lightsabers.
Sorry, that's not a fucking lightsaber. That's like a fucking car. Vroom. I can't do the fucking voice for the sound of the lightsaber.
Whoa.
I guess so. Anyways, yeah. So anyways, yeah, they get into a talk about, you know, who they like or may not like, and then Nazus is like, yo, let's have sex. And oh my god, the 2 seconds, or like the half second after that, his face and like the complete absence of noise just had me rolling. It was just such a great fucking face, because it perfectly captured the face I made. Because I didn't think that would happen.
It was a very solid face, which is surprising for the show, which usually defaults to the Titan face. So for it to have a reaction face that was not the Titan face immediately was very well. I liked it. It was good.
This was very prison school. Just like that face of disillusionment, where you're just like, oh my god, is this real life?
Am I still dreaming?
Yeah.
Is this a fever dream?
Is this a fever dream? Is this happening? So the scene goes on, and she kind of like makes a joke about how much she may have not, about she like how that not might be true, and he's like, oh, okay, and she's like, never mind, I'm only half joking, and then at that point he's just like, okay, no.
Yeah.
He like says no.
Must say no.
Yeah, he like, with all his willpower, he decides to say no, but I don't know why he wanted to say no. I still don't know his reason. Presumably there was a reason why he was saying no.
I assume... I don't know, actually.
Right? Like...
I assume it has something to do with the fact that she said she was only half joking. Which means that she was half not joking and didn't really want to.
I don't... Maybe, like... I don't know. Anyway, we get some prime shots of Azusa during that scene. A1.
A1. It was almost as good as the Azusa body pillow. Almost. Not quite as good, but it was close to
Oh,
good.
god, that body pillow. Did we show... Yeah, I think we showed it on... I think we showed it.
Have we?
I think we did. That Azusa pillow was fantastic. Yeah, it was all you could hope for.
In case we have not, once again, the brand blue body pillows.
Nice.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
There are male variants. There are male variants, which I think...
There are.
Yeah,
The
which
fucking,
are also as good.
The fucking detail of Azusa's is just like...
It's 100%.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
It was a funny scene. And after that, they kind of talk about how Azusa likes a black-haired guy, Titan black-haired, but he's got a girlfriend, and she's not about to be a homewrecker.
Uh-huh.
And then that's about it. That's where the scene ends. They get kind of drunk.
Well, yeah. And first they have a little back and forth about is Titan 1's girlfriend actually a human being?
Yes. And apparently she is. This angers Iori because it just does.
I think he was
'Cause-
upset that Titan had a girlfriend and he did not.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. But there's another girl right in front of him asking to be his... Whatever. Anyways.
I mean, she was not asking to be his
Nah,
girlfriend.
yeah, that's
She was
another
like, "Do you
point.
want to bang this one time?"
We don't know if it was just the one time, though.
She does say just this one time.
Oh.
She literally says just this one time. It would be okay.
I wasn't
I'd be
reading the
willing.
subtitles. I wasn't paying attention.
There was plot on the screen, and it was not in the words.
Yeah. So anyways, yes. I forgot. Yes. They get drunk after that because he's mad. And then the team, the group comes in. They get, they have the license. They're all ready to go. And you just see Iori just draped over the couch, drunk as shit, and with both leaks in their
He
place.
has the one leak now wrapped around his head like a crown, and the other one firmly planted in his ass. And of course, to continue Kohei's misunderstanding of Iori and his new fetishes, Kohei misunderstands this as yet another fetish.
But see, that's the weird thing. He's Japanese. He should know about the leak thing up the ass.
He should know about the leak in the ass.
Right?
Prank.
He should know.
Maybe it's not as much of a thing as the shows seem to suggest.
I guess not. Maybe his thing was about like exhibitionism, like that Iori would be okay with just doing the medicine out in public.
Doing the medicine.
Doing the medicine. But anyways, we actually this episode we also get a alternative ending where we actually get a real singer singing the fucking song.
It's true.
I want to say it's Nanaka singing the song this time. Was it? I don't know who sang it.
Oh. It was definitely somebody who could actually sing with talent. Because it was well done, and it also featured Kohei doing his best fanboy impersonation.
I don't think he was doing an impersonation. He was just fanboying out.
Yeah, he was just fanboying out. But he was full on with the fucking... He had like the robe thing that they wear that I don't understand.
Maybe that's
And he had like the color sticks.
Maybe that's kind of like a uniform, just to match. Well, I think it might be uniform because, like, I guess my guess is they're handed out to like all the fans. Everyone put it so it looks kind of so when you like have pictures and shots and PR of the show, it's very uniform.
Right.
So if like the color scheme is purple, like the entire you can see the audience draped in purple. I'm completely making this up.
It's just such a weird like the length of it is bizarre to me, and the fact that like they're never closed. They're always like
they're always open. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like wearing a robe, but there's no like tie to tie the robe closed, and it's not quite as long as a robe. Like it's all everything about it is very bizarre.
And there's usually always either like fans, for in this case, on with wrapped around Kohei's headband or more glow sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh well, it's just a thing.
I mean,
They
hey, he
remind
rocks
me
it.
of the guys who like guide in planes at the airport.
That's how I get started. Some guy was like, "Oh, hey, that might be a cool dance move to do at a concert. Let's try it out."
Probably.
Who knows?
Look at the way they wave those sticks back and forth and it leaves the trail. I should try this at a concert. I could staple them to my head so you could see when I headbang they go back and forth.
So that was this episode. It was an episode.
Yeah.
I would say the last
yet another episode in which our diving anime had very minimal diving.
I mean, it had someone practicing diving while, being a sexual deviant, but it was at least part of diving.
It was diving adjacent.
Yes. The last half of this episode was fantastic. We had some nice moments with Chisa. We had some great moments with Aosa. All around, great. We still have yet to have good moments with Nanaka, though. Because, she's just all about her sister.
Yep. And she's apparently also Azus's second target, other than Titan 1. It is also Nanako. So she has to contend both with Titan 1's girlfriend and with Chisa, because Nanako on the Wincest train.
Nanaka.
Nanaka, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
forgot.
sorry.
But yeah, so poor Azusa, all of the relationship problems because she has horrible tastes. Clearly.
Nanaka's an okay person. I don't fucking know. I don't care.
I mean, is she an okay person, though?
I don't know.
I would actually no. I would say she's an okay person. The Wincest is weird, but other than that, she's an okay person.
Oh shit! Well, fun fact: our main character from Granblue is also our main character from Banana Fish.
Oh.
Really?
Ash and Iori, both the same person.
Huh.
God.
I would not have guessed.
Right? Huh.
That's
Surprising.
He's not a bad voice actor. He just happens to be in a show where
No,
the show
no,
looks like absolute
yeah.
garbage.
Right. I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's not surprising because either of the voice actors are bad. It's just they don't sound similar.
no.
No, I think now that I've seen it, I'll probably be able to pick it off some more. But it's also the stark contrast between how the two shows just are tonally is just very strange.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
more or less what I was laughing about.
Well, I think of fucking Kirito's voice actor. I can always pick out. His voice sounds very similar in a lot of the things he does. So I can immediately tell when it's that guy.
Every isekai show.
Including fucking Konosuba, wherein he was not playing the main character, he was just playing another character in the show, but fucking poor that dude losing his sword.
Don't you mean 8-Man? Not Kirito?
Oh, I'm sorry, that was 8-Man.
Yeah, it was 8-Man.
What the fuck else did Kirito's voice actor play? Anyways, he's also 8-Man's is kind of recognizable.
Because he's the same voice over and over again. I think
Yeah,
there may
he
have been one time where he didn't do the same voice and actually sounded different. But I wouldn't be able to tell you what it was.
Yeah. He uses the same voice for a lot of things.
Also, Kohei was the main character in Boku wa Tomodachi ga Sukunai, the not very okay show that we watched, Nick. I Can't Make Friends. I think that was what it was called in English.
I feel like I know this show. I just need to see a picture of one of the characters. Yep, I know exactly what the show is. Okay, we're good.
Yep, he's the main character in that. I didn't really like that show.
It was okay. It wasn't the worst. It wasn't the best. It was a kind of mediocre show. I wish that it had been better. It could have been much better.
Maybe it could have been, but after a while I was just like, oh, I'm kind of done with this.
Yeah.
I was watching
The
it.
problem was that the two girls were just way too obsessed with their not boyfriend for it to be interesting. There was no other male presence, and everybody was way too obsessed with him for no reason for it to be interesting.
Right? He was he was the definition of a dead fish. I hated him. Just so fucking boring.
Yeah.
I just wanted him to play more Monster Hunter. I love that fucking episode. I was like, fuck off with the one dude. Just have these girls play Monster Hunter, and I'd love this show.
Of course you would.
Christ.
This
You
show
and
would have been
only you.
This show would have been infinitely better if it was about Yuri and the two main characters just getting it on with each other. Fuck the
Yeah,
dude.
if this show had been Yuri and them playing Monster Hunter, I would have called it Brandon Porn, because that would be his fantasy show.
Oh god, yeah.
Especially since the dark-haired chick was also sort of an S.
She was just fucking annoying. I like blonde haired more. She was so fucking bitchy.
You like blonde hair,
Yes.
big tits, and fucking airheaded?
Yes. She was funny. She's the one that played Monster Hunter.
Didn't they both try play Monster Hunter?
They all
tried playing Monster Hunter at some point, didn't they?
But no, she was actually good at games though.
She was obsessed with games.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. They wanted to play Monster Hunter, but then she just fucking
They're like,
try-harded in it,
nah.
and then Black Hair was like, we can't do anything that she try-harded in, so we have to stop now.
But anyways, this past day, Asobi Asobase recently ended, and I would give that show a 5 out of 5. It was fan-fucking-tastic. I loved it immensely. I would highly recommend it.
Oh,
Nick.
Yo.
Speaking of other stuff the character's voice actor did, he was Bell from Is It Wrong to Pick Up Chicks in a Dungeon, and the older brother in Arrow Manga Sensei.
Things I'm not surprised by.
yeah.
Bell, I'm not. Arrow Manga.
Yeah, Bell, I'm not. Arrow Manga a little bit.
Oh, he's also going to be in Goblin Slayer.
Who's he going to be in Goblin Slayer?
Yaritsukai?
Okay, now I need to look this up.
Here, I got a picture of him.
Okay. Because I really only know... Oh, okay, he's Axbro. I like him. Axbro's cool.
He's
a good
Axbro?
show.
Okay,
Yeah.
because, like, it says, quote-unquote, spearmen.
Oh,
Halberd, bro.
yeah. I sort of got
Albert,
that's...
yeah, that works, too.
I sort of got that's Axbro.
Who knows? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
Maybe I'm just misremembering what weapon he has. I know who this is. This is the guy who hangs out with the witch chick. Who they're both like they're not major side characters, but they come up every once in a while.
Oh, he's also the psychopath in High School DxD.
Really interesting. But yeah, I'm assuming that we're in Goblin Slayer because I think it's one core, so I'm assuming we're at least gonna get to the Goblin Invasion section. So we'll get to see like all of the side characters in action and actually get to meet a whole bunch of them and find out more about them. But they're cool.
Okay.
I like him and the Witch Girl.
Let's hope this show doesn't have the same budget as Grand Blue.
I fucking hope not.
Oh my god, that'd be awful.
I would be upset.
I wonder how many 3D CGI goblins there's going to be.
I hope they won't do that. I mean, this show is Goblin Slayer is going to live and die by how good it looks, in my opinion.
Hopefully
Yeah.
it won't be like in Log Horizon.
I mean, it's not that like. Thankfully, there's no like let's just sit back and think about things in Goblin Slayer outside of like very basic traps that he sets up. Well, it's not even very basic traps. There's a lot of clever stuff that he does, but there's not like a lot of like let's like sit back and think about this from like a super high level perspective. It's all like what's the most efficient way to kill a whole bunch of goblins?
Oh, I was just mainly talking about like later on in like first season of Log Horizon, the one thing they like actually fight was like a sea of CGI Murlocs.
Oh yeah.
It's like Jesus Christ, this looks bad.
It's gonna be the ant scene, the flying ant scene from whatever show. Again.
Where it was the same 4 ants in rotation. That was a hell of a scene.
Oh,
They just kept running into that fucking space wall or whatever the hell it was.
force field, sir.
Force field, I'm sorry.
Maybe
I don't know
who
why
the
I
fuck
called it
knows?
space
I don't
wall.
care.
But yeah, I really hope they do like they actually animate the goblins because that show is going to live and die by how good it looks.
Yeah.
There is not, I mean, there is like a concept of plot, but there's not like a very heavy plot that exists in Goblin Slayer.
It's more like different stories where he fights goblins.
Yeah,
Okay.
different circumstances, different like quest lines that he goes on, but most of them get like resolved. Like we go on a quest, we learn some stuff about the area, we clear out a dungeon of goblins. Each of the dungeons has like a boss type in it that he has to kill.
Okay.
Like it's really good, and if they make it look nice, it can be really fucking beautiful. I hope.
Is there a trailer out already?
I think
there
so.
is, but it's just Goblin Slayer walking in the cave. With,
Okay.
like,
Okay.
black,
In that case, cross fingers, it's not Berserk. when they CGI'd everything.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God.
Oh,
And you hear the frying pan just wailing on everyone.
Berserk is like my nightmare for Goblin Slayer.
I still need to like actually finish that.
Do yourself a favor and don't.
Like, I've seen like bits and pieces, and I basically know what happens. I just don't know like the whole middle section of Berserk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a pretty dope design.
That's actually low rank armor.
Yeah, it is actually. They talk about the fact that yeah, he wears like fucking fuck ass armor and shit ass weapons because that's all he needs to kill goblins.
All right. So upon us is gonna be basically the new season. The first episode of the new season starts in 6 days.
Woo!
Really? Wow.
Yep, 6 days. This looks like absolute garbage, so we're not gonna talk about it. But yes, in about 6 days.
What looks like garbage?
Double decker Doug and Curl.
The fuck did you say?
What?
I read the fucking thing. Double decker Doug and Kirill.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, that is a show that's coming out in 6 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who knows? We will talk about the shows we wanted to watch next week. Have we decided how we're gonna choose them?
All right.
I think we should be able to pick some that we're interested in, and then we can do like a random selection for another couple that we have to just like random selection. We have to pick one of the random selections.
How about two we all agree on, one that we just guess, just choose one.
All right.
Sure.
Awesome. And we will continue to watch. Well, Grand Blue is basically gonna be done next week, so there's that.
Yeah.
We're gonna continue to watch Sasuke no Tenchi, but that'll
Yeah,
be finished very
Sasuke is
soon.
going to run out in a couple episodes.
Yep. And we will continue to watch Banana Fish, but I think less so. I guess depends on, if anything interesting happens. Which, I mean, it usually does, so who knows. I guess that's how we'll choose it. We're going to choose two shows that we would like to watch, and then one random one. Hopefully that random one isn't absolute garbage. Who
Hopefully.
knows?
Hopefully.
I think there's like a 50-50 chance.
How about,
Just-
let's make it a bit more compact. One 12-episode show is going to be the random one.
Yeah.
I do not want to commit to even
26
though-
episodes of randomness.
Well, Hino Morozomu, even though it might be good, I think it's 3 cores.
Wow. That
Same
is...
thing with JoJo, and same thing with SAO. They are same thing with Taro. Actually, we haven't watched the first couple episodes of the show.
That would be weird if Nick S watched JoJo now.
I should pick up JoJo now.
I mean, you don't need to watch like the previous JoJo, just like watch the new ones.
You don't.
But yeah, I think we should, the stuff that goes into the random pool should all be like season, like first,
First season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
first
sure.
season of this show.
I know we can watch. We can watch
sequels, no
Conception.
Conception.
Wait.
a video game.
Oh, yes. That's what I was
Oh my
hoping you were
It's
talking
like
about.
Persona, but instead of personas and cool designs, you get children.
You get star children by holding hands with other girls.
Lewd to
Lewd.
the max. Hand holding, which results in pregnancy.
Yes.
The ultimate in lewdness.
The thing. God.
I mean, if you didn't think Fire Emblem was, oh my god, I can't think of words. Fuck my joke. Whatever. It's like Fire Emblem, but worse. Not that I'm saying Fire Emblem was bad. Fire Emblem was actually really good.
Your joke probably would have been much better because it would have made sense and made what you were trying to say not sound like you're a blithering idiot.
Well, I am a blithering idiot because I forget words. like all the fucking time. I don't know why. It starts with an E. It's an E word. I know that. God, I feel like Charlie.
Oh, also Asobi Asobase is getting an OVA next season.
Yes. It's getting like 3 episodes.
Oh wow.
That looks like a hentai. Holiday Love, Fufukan Renai.
Sounds like a hentai.
The story depicts adultery among... I was right!
Oh,
Ooh,
Jesus.
Nice.
It's production IG, though. I don't think it's a hentai.
Lame.
It's a leftover. Oh, shit, this is still going on. This is the shit we can watch right now, guys. I won't.
Wow, that quality definitely makes it look like a hentai. Jesus.
It's like one of those old school ones, right?
I mean, to be fair, it hasn't exactly gotten much better recently. It's not exactly like that. Like we insult Banana Fish for having no budget. If we were doing like fucking hentai book club, that is the epitome of no budget fucking animation.
Actually, I had an idea where, like, we have to take turns reading a Tojin, like, in front of the campfire.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, we have to, like, audibly read a Tojin,
Jesus.
and we have to try not to laugh. If we laugh,
Oh, God.
Give a boy a warning before you start out a sentence. That shit.
like, we have to try not to laugh while we're reading it. So, like, one person reads a page, then they switch out to another person, and they have to, like, spin a wheel to see what happens if they laugh.
Oh, man.
Jesus.
We need Jeff to get back on this. God damn it.
We need someone to ground us. They'll ground me.
No.
One
No,
more.
no, fuck that. We need someone
back.
to tank.
We need somebody to. That was our original plan with Jeff, was to slowly crank up how weird shit was.
It's like an episode of Tim and Eric. Where it just gets crazier and crazier.
Yeah. That was the goal, was like every single time just make it like we pick something that's just a little bit weirder than the last one.
Yeah, but we were going way too slow on that.
Now we gotta go,
I mean,
like, head first.
okay,
I already
yeah,
watched the
We
remote
did give
show.
him killing bites.
Gas, gas, gas.
Well, Killing Bites was fucking stupid, but it wasn't weird.
No, yeah, no, it wasn't.
I mean, if we really wanted to crank up the weirdness, one of the interim anime where we did fucking Static Shock, if we really wanted to be weird, I would have just had us go back and rewatch like fucking Future Diary or something.
But Future wasn't that weird.
It wasn't.
It wasn't that weird, but it would be Jeff's first introduction to this is what yandere is.
No, we should just push him off the cliff. Like, just go dive first into some
With
random
what, though?
garbage.
Like World Without Dirty Jokes, or that one that we keep calling Normie Barrier.
Oh my god, make it watch the first episode of that.
Oh
Or the
my
first
God,
like 5 minutes. of
that
fucking
show was so fucking
show.
boring, though.
Was it?
The show kind of like the episode.
Okay.
The rest of the episode kind of sucked. Those first
Damn.
5 minutes, that was intense.
That was something else. But then after that, like, I was just so bored. Because, like, you've literally just seen it over and over again. Like,
Really?
you know what's gonna...
Yeah.
Talk about predictable. Well, I'll give it this. The thing that wasn't predictable was the fact that they ended up playing a bunch of board games later on. But everything before that was just you just knew what it was going to be about. Like, he's going to be fucking stupid and weird and, like, have some weird obsession with his sister for no fucking reason except he's, you know, a fucking pervert. And that's it.
Nick, you and me just tie down Brandon and Jeff and make them watch Arrow manga.
Oh my god. It's not that it was weird, it's that it just made you like physically uncomfortable. Watching that show was like it was like my soul got dirty.
Did Orimo have that kind of same effect?
No.
Probably not to
Orimo
that
was Way
extent.
tamer.
Yeah,
Orimo
it's
was
like
way more tame. Orimo season 1 wasn't even that bad.
Really bored.
Orimo season 1 was not that bad. Orimo season 2 just ended in a note that gave Brandon a bad taste in his mouth.
No, end of season 2 was, like, okay. The OVAs are exactly...
Okay.
Like, the OVAs are, like, really where the show's, like... I think it was the author was like, oh, you have to end it the way I wanted it to end it. And they were like, but we don't want to. So then they're like, just
Right.
do it anyway. And then there you have the ending where he like tries to fuck his sister.
Sister fucker,
Oh,
sister fucker.
The end of season 2 is where like he just gives her orange juice, and they kind of become siblings more. And they're like, "Yo, we're siblings now." And he's like, and they're like, "I guess so." And that was that. Like that was an
Really?
okay, like
Okay.
yeah, that was like an okay ending. But then they just had to keep going.
I remember there was some picture of like somebody posted the scene from Orimo where it's like, I'll always be by your side no matter what anybody else says. And it was like, oh, this is the goal to have with your loved one, and it was fucking, or it was fucking Kirino and whatever the hell his name was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this scene really takes on an uncomfortable, like, this scene and this post take on an uncomfortable feeling after those OVAs.
No. When you know the context, that's when like you're like, oh, okay.
Cool.
This starts to get weird.
I know what I'm gonna do for the pictures today, Nick.
What are you gonna do?
You're not gonna like it.
Am I gonna get roasted again?
I mean, what else could he do besides call you fat?
I don't know.
Make him the goblin from Asobi Asubase.
Jesus. God damn. Fucking hate you. Brandon just has made it his personal mission to roast me over the last couple.
I'm not going to.
I think. Oh,
I just
wow,
love that.
the back down.
I love that face. He's just staring so intently.
Anime Book Club was just a ruse to just roast you, Nick.
Yeah.
It was never
It's
a
just-
ruse.
Anime Book Club was a mistake.
I won't deny that. So anyways,
It has just become Brandon's pet project in how can I insult Nick every
I guess
week.
not all of you. Fucking Jeffrey was Boyle.
And I was Scully. I'm pretty sure I was way worse.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's been like the last 4 weeks. You have been on a mission to roast.
We should just look at
Sure.
all the like title cards. Like, how many times has Brandon called Nick fat?
One of them he moved us out of order so that he could write Nick is fat. Or
Rest in
not my
peace.
fat Wolverine.
Fat Wolverine. It was there. I'm still mad about that.
Hashtag not my fat Wolverine.
Oh my god. Well, who would you guys like to sell out to today?
I'm going to sell out to the I guess it's an app, the mobile game. That's a better way of saying it. Azur Lane.
Oh my god, did you start playing that?
I did.
Oh.
It is fucking addicting. The waifu hunting is real,
Okay, I'm gonna download it right now.
and it is addicting.
Nick, your sellout has worked. I am in. Actually, no. I sold out first to it. I got you playing it.
You did, because Brett and I we mentioned this. I know we have never. I don't know if we have mentioned this before.
We did mention this. So we started playing. Well, quote unquote playing. Well, okay. Nick downloaded the app Shadowverse. I have started playing
no.
Shadowverse.
So the original waifu hunting was Fire Emblem,
Yes.
which we were waifu hunting in Fire Emblem for a while.
I am still.
Brennan
waifu
is
hunting.
still waifu hunting in Fire
I
Emblem.
will post all my waifus. Hold on a moment. Keep
Brennan
talking.
has a number of waifus, but we were doing that for. I was doing it for like a year and that started like 2 or 3 years ago. We started
Wait.
waifu hunting in Fire Emblem.
Whenever this game came out, I don't think it was 2 to 3 years ago.
It was a while ago.
What? A year ago.
Really? Was it only a year? I feel like it was
Maybe 2
when I was
years.
still in UBA. But yeah, we've been hunting for waifus in Fire Emblem. So recently we started quote unquote playing a card game called Shadowverse because it had anime girls that we could hunt down on cards. And then that was also a mobile game. And then Brandon's Google Play Store recommended to him the game Azur Lane, which he posted a screenshot to me, and I was like, that looks interesting. Looked up what it was about, found a quote tier list for the waifus, which there were like 100 of,
Jesus
and I was
Christ.
like, I need to play this shit immediately.
This game is 800 megabytes for a fucking
Yes,
mode.
it is
Damn,
large.
Jesus.
There is a lot.
Oh no, I'm getting weird recommendations now.
The story is like 10 chapters long, and each chapter has like 4 missions in it.
It's Boat Girls.
Yes, it's Boat Girls. It's fucking amazing. I love it.
Wow. I was always wondering when someone's gonna get into Boat Girls. Okay.
It is a hard gacha game though. It has the fucking
I've
it has
seen
like the
people-
tiers of rarity. It has like some fucking super rare girls. I am all about it right now.
Yeah.
What's the rarest girl you've gotten? Post that shit.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, I have 2 actually. I have
Fucking Contact
I
Collection.
have the HMS Hood and I have Warspite.
Okay.
Because all the girls are named after actual boats that
Yeah.
really exist.
Yeah.
So I have also been playing Shadowverse. Recently learned playing only with waifus is really fucking hard.
Really?
Because
Well, yeah, because you're only allowed to use about half your deck.
Yeah, and like even though like not much synergy, it's fucking hard. I have not been winning anything.
You won that one game you texted me about.
Oh yeah, so I was playing Take-Two, which is basically a draft. I chose Runecraft, and I was down to 1 health, and I somehow managed to bring it all back and beat down in 2 turns from 20 to 0, and somehow won that game. I lost all the games afterwards, but I won that one game.
Were
I
you
think I
playing
might-
AI?
No, like actual people.
Okay.
Yeah. On my 4th game, I then got 120 to 0'd. I was so close to winning. I needed just like 1 more fucking card out that could deal 1 damage. I could not do it. Like, I just couldn't fucking get to it. And he 20 to 0'd me in 1 fucking turn, and I died. And I was like, alright, well,
Jesus.
I deserve that. But I've been getting to like start learning all the synergies in the game. Because it's just really hard to, start picking it up. I've also been playing Magic the Gathering Arena, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
I got into the closed beta for that right before, it becomes open beta. I don't know how many people who like have playing that game have like played it before, but like I like stomped through my fucking like first couple of 5 when I got ranked, and I got to like bronze 1, and then it started to like just a series of just losses where everyone just fucked me over, and it went down to like bronze tier 3, and I was like, all right, fuck. I blame using decks I didn't like, but it was also most of my fault.
Yes, Brandon, blame what you were given and not your own shitty playing.
Realistically, the cards weren't that great, or the decks weren't that great.
Okay.
I was using a green forest kind of dinosaurish deck, but it didn't have a lot of synergy. I turned it into a Gruul deck with some more dinosaurs, but I still need to open up packs for it. But I think I'm going to stop playing until, the actual fucking open beta's out, because then I actually get to keep the cards.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, those are the 3
Yep.
rarest I probably have right now. In the HMS Hood, the HMS Warspite, and then
The elementary class HMS.
Fuck, I actually don't know what Kuketsuki is.
A little rowboat.
No, well, I know what she is. She's a destroyer class, I believe. I just don't know what nation she belongs to.
Japan.
No, I don't think she's Sakura.
Well,
Oh, that's the other thing. Since they can't be obvious about what nation they belong to, it's not like America, England,
Really?
Japan. So they're called any of the ships from America are called, while they do have the USS title on them, the actual region is called the Eagles.
I'll dig it.
The ones from Britain are called the Royals. The ones from Japan are called the Sakura. The ones from Germany are called, I think, the Iron-Blooded.
Yeah, that's a German sounding. Yeah.
Fuck, I don't remember what.
I would prefer the term
okay.
Third Reich.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's that the last one was HMS Vampire. So she is also from Britain.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah. So right now I have a whole bunch of the ships from America and a whole bunch of ships from Britain. I haven't been getting because I think a lot of the Sakura, so the Japanese ships, and the Iron-Blooded,
extra rare?
aka German ships, are you essentially can only get them by playing the missions.
No.
So you go through the missions and they like are random drop chances.
Well, I guess you sold out to that game. I will sell out to... Alex, you give something. I don't know what to sell out to.
Yeah, sure. I will sell out to Fate Apocrypha, because even though that anime is kind of meh, it's the only reason we're getting a motherfucking Mordred Figma sometime soon. So, whenever Max Factory decides to bring that out, they have my money on that on lock.
No, that's pretty nice. I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
it is.
fucking years. We only had the statue, then we only had the Nendoroid. We're finally getting a Figma.
I don't like Nendroids. It looks stupid.
It depends which ones you get.
I'll sell out to Nendroid. If you stop making Nendroids, I like you.
If you stop making the thing that your company is known for.
Exactly.
It's a weird way to sell out to somebody. I'll sell out to you. Your product is garbage and you should stop making them.
Give me money for selling out to you.
Give me money for saying your
See,
name.
no, that's where you sell out, because then I will say that the product is good if they give me money.
But you've already said that you don't like them.
I don't care if I don't like them. If I get money, then I'll say I like them. I'll be like, oh, I retract my statements earlier from episode 35 where I said I don't like Nendroids. I actually do. Buy more Nendroid stuff. Here you go.
Hashtag ad.
Nendoroids, better than pop figures.